One, two, 1, 2. One, two. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Great Hall at Exeter University. Please can we ask you to take your seats as the congregation is about to commence. Now, please welcome to the stage the Exeter University Chapel Choir.
More than me and more than you. Sparing his life from his monstrosity. No, we will not let you go, let him go. We will not let you go, let him go. We will not let you go, let me go. We will not let you go, let me go. Never, never, never let me go. No, 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 no. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. As the devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this morning's graduation ceremony. We look forward to celebrating everyone's success here with you today. Family and friends should remain seated throughout the ceremony once it has begun. We ask that no flash photography takes place, as it may be distracting to those on the stage. Mobile telephones should be switched off for the duration of the ceremony. Graduands, your moment with the Chancellor will be recorded by the official photographer. No selfies, please. With graduands from over 130 countries, we consider ourselves as one family here at the University of Exeter and openly encourage applause for every one of them here today. In the event of a fire, the alarm will sound and an announcement will be made. Please leave the building by the nearest exit, following the direction of the marshals. At the end of the ceremony, the Chancellor and dignitaries will process out of the Great Hall. The new graduates, led by the marshals, will follow. They will congregate outside on the Great Hall piazza for a group photography session. Once all graduates have left the hall, family and friends may join them outside. After the ceremony, all graduates and guests are invited to join the college receptions, which are held in the Forum Street. When the music starts, the congregation is asked to rise for the entry of the processions.
Good morning, how lovely to see you all. Welcome, please take your seats. I declare congregation open. Distinguished guests, graduates, parents, friends, supporters, welcome. Graduation is a wonderful day. It's a great privilege to be here, to be part of that day with you all. The fanfare you've just heard was written for the university by our friends at the Bournemouth Orchestra, and will you join me in thanking our musicians for their playing. Thank you. Today is a day I hope you'll never forget. The British spirit is one of reticence, and we don't feel necessarily always comfortable at celebrating what we have done. But today is a day to celebrate what everybody in this room has done. Those who helped our students get to their degree, the supporters, parents and others in the audience who helped their children, their sisters, brothers, partners on their work. And so I think we can feel that it's not bad for us to feel a moment of pride and satisfaction and joy at the wonderful achievements that we're seeing today. Graduation is a chance for the whole university to reflect our history and values that have brought us here today, values which I hope our graduates will continue to exhibit throughout their lives ahead. Exeter over the last 6 decades has become a great university. We're one of probably the top achieving of the new universities created 60 or 65 years ago. We rank amongst one of the best 1% of universities in the world, in the top dozen in the United Kingdom. This is an incredible achievement for a university which, in the context of the life of universities, is still barely in adolescence. Getting into Exeter University is not easy. The challenges are enormously high. The level of applicants that we get in terms of their school achievement is right at the top. And to gain a degree at Exeter is a statement of ability, determination, achievement, hard work, perhaps a little bit of luck occasionally, but it's still a wonderful thing to achieve. And we know that those of you who are getting your degrees today will continue to show the personal qualities that have brought you to your degree in all aspects of your life going forward. So graduates, this is a wonderful moment, and I'm so pleased that we're all here to share the moment with you. I look forward to awarding you your degrees, and I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Sir Steve Smith, to address the congregation. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor, and good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome and a very special welcome to our graduates. Today is indeed all about celebrating what you've achieved during your time at this distinguished university. It's not only, of course, a rite of passage for you, but it's also an important occasion for your families and loved ones. Because although the focus of the ceremony is you, our graduates, we're also here to celebrate all of those who've encouraged and supported you. And we appreciate that some of you in the audience have made great sacrifices to support our graduates during their studies, so a very warm thanks to you for your support. Graduation's also about celebrating each graduate's contribution to Exeter's academic community, so you should be very proud, as we are certainly proud of you. For some of you, today's the beginning of a new relationship with your university as you join our active worldwide community of more than 120,000 alumni across 183 countries. Our alumni are here to help you as you begin and then progress in your career, so please make use of their expertise and networks. They want to help and would be really glad to hear from you. Last year, over 1,000 of our alumni volunteered more than 11,000 hours to support Exeter students. For those of you returning for postgraduate degrees, we look forward to welcoming you back in the autumn. So there's no doubt that Exeter graduates go on to do incredible things, and so will you. Our graduates pursue careers all over the world, and an Exeter degree is your passport to success in whatever walk of life you choose. Now, of course, there's much more to life than money, but the good news is that Exeter students are amongst the highest earning in the UK in the 10 years after graduation. According to government figures, average earnings across the sector for our graduates are ranked comfortably within the top 20 universities nationally. So your future is bright, and our graduates will go on to make a positive impact on the world around them, both professionally and within wider society. I hope that your time and achievements here will be something that will stay with you throughout your life. Our job is to work hard to make sure that your university remains successful and that we can continue to make you proud of us. The University of Exeter is a forever institution and an anchor institution, and we hope that your connection with us will be lifelong. It's a forever institution because the world's great universities will be here when the current pressures and challenges are long gone. We owe our origins to a group of people who raised funds to create a place of learning in Devon and Cornwall, whose aim was to provide, and I quote, as good a chance in life as children elsewhere in England, end quote. We never forget that aim. We want students from all backgrounds, nationalities, and ages to have the opportunity to study and succeed with us, and through a variety of routes. For example, we're leading the way in the provision of degree apprenticeships, working in collaboration with employers to offer higher education to a wider range of people and thus develop skills in the local economy. Exeter Research and Scholarship transforms lives and societies around the world, as well as here in the southwest of England. The city of Exeter is one of the fastest growing cities in the UK, and it's enjoyed growth in economic prosperity in recent years, well above the national average. I'm very proud of the contribution that our university makes as an anchor institution in our region. Economically, through our research, arts and culture, sponsoring and supporting local schools, and our volunteer program. And you, our students, play a major role in making our city and our region a better, more prosperous place to live through your volunteering activities and the social and cultural diversity that you bring. Over the last year, we've also made a global impact through our research, including in global health, climate change, and conflicts and terrorism, issues that are not only important for the university, but for the world as a whole. We've been named in the top 10 of UK universities in the Guardian University League Table and in the top 12 in the other two major UK league tables. We've also reinforced our position as one of the leading research universities in the world, having been ranked 24th in the world and 6th in Europe in the Leiden rankings for 2019, which is based on the percentage of our publications ranked in the top 10 most cited in their field. We're also leading the way in tackling climate change, and earlier this year we declared an environment and climate emergency. We believe that this is an important step, but we want to make meaningful changes. At Exeter, we have one of the biggest and best teams in the world working on climate and the environment. Of the 16 most highly cited individuals in the world working on climate change, 4 of them work at the University of Exeter. Today, we're graduating students from our College of Engineering, Maths and Physical Sciences. The college has had an outstanding year. In the 2019 Complete University Guide, all the disciplines in the college were ranked in the top 20 nationally. And construction has begun at Exeter Science Park on our new V-Simulators experimental facility, a world first, which will be run by our academics and will be conducting world-leading research into the human experience of the built environment. Our engineering graduates are highly sought after, and last year, nearly 97% were in graduate-level employment or had gone on to a postgraduate degree within 6 months of graduation. And the Department of Physics and Astronomy has been named as a champion of gender equality as part of the Physics Project Juno initiative, and it secured a prestigious Silver Athena Swan Award for their commitment to inclusivity and equality. Turning back finally to the university generally, we constantly strive to put our students at the heart of all we do, creating their education with us in partnership. And we're proud of our relationship with the Students' Guild and with the Athletic Union. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for providing all students with wonderful support, social and sporting opportunities, and an all-round fantastic university experience. So when Exeter was founded back in 1955, we welcomed precisely 454 students onto the first year of third degrees. Later this year, nearly 6,000 new undergraduate students will be starting their courses with us. Today, as the Chancellor said, the University of Exeter is a destination of choice for many of the world's brightest young people. More than 2/3 of our applications last year were from students with A-level predicted grades of 3 A's or higher. Thus, I have to admit, many of us on stage today, and certainly myself, may not quite have got the grades required to get a place at Exeter. But whilst much has changed over the decades, Exeter's reputation as a creator of graduates of distinction and world-class education and research has remained the same. Graduates like you transform the world for all of us, and I know that you will make us as proud of you tomorrow as we are today. So my final message is simply this: well done. Thank you for choosing the University of Exeter. Please never underestimate the transformative power of education. I passionately believe that education opens the door to a more successful and fulfilling life, as I truly hope it will for all of you. Please stay in touch, because together we do make this university one of the best in the world. To repeat, we are a forever institution, firmly and proudly anchored in our region, and you are a part of our community forever. But most of all, please do enjoy the day, your day, because you deserve all our sincere congratulations. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and may I echo the Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor's welcomes to you. My name is Ken Evans, and I am a Pro-Vice-Chancellor and the Executive Dean of the College of Engineering, Mathematics and Physical Sciences, and I will be acting as the Master of Ceremony for this morning's occasion. Today is a time to celebrate, both for all of you and also for the staff of this college, some of whom are sitting with me here today. Following up on the Vice-Chancellor's earlier comment about student employment, you can look up information on the web about both employment and salaries 5 years from graduating for any degree in the country. And in the latest analysis, I'm very pleased to be able to say that for both the average salaries of all subjects in this college and the percentage of our graduates in sustained continuous employment, we are in the top 10. Now let me say something a little more personal. First, to our graduating students. The educational experience that you have all been through is an immensely complex process. Some aspects of metrics, your degree results, your future salaries. Less easily measured are your analytical skills, your ability to conduct experiments or to solve a complex numerical problem, to design an object, coordinate a project, your creativity, enterprise, your confidence, and many others. But all of these have been affected by your time here at Exeter. You will have met people you will never forget, done things that you might never otherwise have done, either good or bad. And as time goes by, I believe that you will all look back and appreciate the benefits of your time here at Exeter. And finally, to the relatives, friends and supporters of all our graduates today, on a very personal note, I am a parent who has sat in the audience at graduation ceremonies, and I know what it is like to feel the pride and joy of being part of a celebration such as this. So, enjoy the day. Thank you. I now call upon Professor Tim Harries to present the first cohort of candidates for awards.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the College of Engineering, Mathematics and Physical Sciences, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, Nicholas Buchan. In Physics Engineering CDT, Miguel Camacho Aguirre. Thomas John Graham. Joshua Christian Hamilton. Connor McKeever. Jake Mehew. Tobias Jake Octon. For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics, Emma Bailey. Max Stephen Bailey. Edward Baker. Daniel Jordan Bosworth. Robert James Bourne. Christian Trelawney Curry. Macaulay Joe Curtis. Jungeet Jack Yu. Jake Kazoo Eager. Benjamin William Gray. Jenna Elliott Gudgebrook. Ben Hughes. Scott Michael Thomas Hewson. Tamsin James. Rachel Ann Jones. Wei Jen Liu. Heather Louise Mansfield. Jordan Meadows. Alexandra Pack. Joe Pitfield. Felix Says. Leanne Dawn Stanfield. Owen Strasberg. James Toby Garino. In the Physics with Astrophysics, Harry Petherick Code. Jonathan Samuel Colburn. Siddhant Avanish Deshmukh. Daniel Mark Gardner. Matthew Raymond Gent. David James Riechlaut. Hugh Saar. Madeline Grace Speed. Samuel Keenan Treves. Owen Walton. In physics with Australian study, Chadsley Atkins. Max Alexander Charles Beeching. In physics with North American study, Kieran Bajpai. Daniel Mills. Nikita Sally Linnea Steiner. In physics with professional experience, James Ross Capers. Jordan Owen. George John Prosper Sibthorpe Protz. In physics with study in New Zealand, Jonathan Dance. George William Neal. Jeremy Rumble. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physical Science, Daniel Andrew Sinclair Payne. In Physical Science with Computer Science, Paul Wynne. In Physics, James Alexander. Dilshad Ali. Thomas Allen. Eleanor Jane Arrowsmith. Chloe Jane Joanne Bailey. Alex James Birch. Jessica Clark. Harry Brian Davies. Peter Andrew Gilbert. Alexander David Gordon. Toby Jeremy Hammond. Georgia Harris. Edward Porchover. Ikaite Iboro Ifong. George Ealesley. Henry Russell Christopher James. Jasmine Sandy Lolly. Samuel McCafferty. Hazel Kathleen Mitchison. Joshua Nelson. Joseph Rodri Parker. Luke James Parker. Muriel and Hangred Phillips. Cornell Schmidt. Jack Scott. Eleanor Selkirk. Catherine Alexandra Selkirk. Joseph Michael Spurway. Lewis James Thomas. Oliver Randall Turner. In physics with astrophysics, Connor Ackland. Victoria May Blake Doble. Robert Coburn. Thomas Daniel Cronin. Amy Dowd. Sophie Easterbrook. Chloe Elliott. James Hudek. Paul Alexander May Miller. Nikita Dimitrovich Parshin. Callum Joseph Smith. Samuel Summers. Emma Catherine Tudor.
I now call upon the public orator, Professor Neil Gow, to present the honorary graduand.
Professor Chun-Li Bai. Science is far more than knowledge. It's the art of imaging new possibilities and walking into the dark, guided only by a lantern of insight, training, and technology. Professor Chun-Li Bai is a world-leading scientist for whom imagination has been the cornerstone of his illustrious career. However, I doubt that even Professor Bai could could ever imagine the impact and the extent of his work and influence, and how that light would illuminate so many new aspects of science. Professor Bai's science is concerned with the nanoscale, a term that's now regularly seen in the media. So take a meter, or a gram, or a second, and divide that 1 billion times, and then you're entering the nanoscale world. The human eye can see things as small as 1/10 of a millimeter. If we could do 100 times better than that, we could see bacteria. But we'd need to do nearly 1 million times better than that to be able to see atoms. But being able to do that is important because manipulation of materials at a nanoscale is driving revolutionary advances in communications, in medicines, and in green energy. But the nanoscale atomic world was only relatively recently elucidated in the early 1980s. And it was Professor Bai who was at the forefront of these early breakthroughs. Having trained as a chemist, the ability to see molecules and atoms was almost unimaginable. However, it was Professor Bai's position as a postdoctoral researcher in California Institute of Technology that sparked his imagination to achieve this. Having used the only recently developed scanning tunneling microscope that enabled this technology, an instrument that can measure objects of 1/10 of a billionth of a meter in diameter and 1/100th of a billionth of a meter depth resolution, Professor Bai then returned to China, driven to understand how molecules and atoms worked. At that time, science in China was not that well funded. Undeterred, Professor Bai not only built China's first scanning tunneling microscope, but manufactured all the components and electronics for them. As Professor Bai said in an interview with the Royal Society of Chemistry, this technology really opened up the world in ways we could not have imagined. His scientific contributions were understandably in high demand, even at this early stage of his career, and he was a visiting scholar to notable institutions across the world, such as Tohoku University in Japan, and Caltech. As a pioneer of this form of microscopy, his research on molecular structures, properties, and mechanics is recognized at a global level, and he's published many seminal papers and books in both Chinese and English. As a result of his considerable scientific achievements, he's received global recognition through major awards and prizes, including the UNESCO Medal for contributions to development of nanoscience and nanotechnology, and notably through his election as member to national scientific academies, including in Australia, in India, Germany, Denmark, and the United States, and the UK's Royal Society. Imagination is not just integral to scientific achievements. It also plays a huge role in leadership and management for visioning the future, how it might look, and how it might be for people involved. And again, Professor Bai has excelled in this capacity. He was elected president of the Chinese Academy of Science in 2011, the world's largest research organization. Now, to put that into perspective for you, he leads an academy with around 71,000 staff working in 105 institutes. And when you include the graduate school, the total of that is about the population of Exeter. Scientific leadership for China is only part of his vision, for his commitment to imagining the future for the next generation of scientists is again unparalleled. He's overseen the transformation of the graduate school of the Chinese Academy into the University of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, which has around 50,000 students and is one of the world's largest graduate institutions. Critically, he's initiated global talent programs to develop the scientific community in China and schemes aimed at connecting students at UCAS with real-life research. His aim, in his own words, is to build a new generation of scientists to make a positive impact truly global. A globally respected scientist in the field of nanotechnology, an inspirational leader of science at a global level, and a man committed to a legacy of a new generation of scientists embedded in the global community and societal challenges. At Exeter, we not only value these commitments, but aim to inspire our own research community to create original thinking, to lead new discoveries, to support and to nurture talent, and to always consider our role in the world. Therefore, Chancellor, I present to you Professor Chun-Li Bai for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Professor Bai, it's my honour to admit you to Doctor of Science honoris causa. Congratulations.
Thank you. Invite our honorary graduate, Professor Chun-Li Bai, to address the congregation.
Respected Chancellor, Lord Manners of Truro, Vice Chancellor Professor Sir Steve Smith, fellow graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is truly a privilege to be conferred with the honorary doctorate of science from the University of Exeter. Upon arrival until this very moment, I'm much overwhelmed by the great hospitality I have received, and very much touched by the splendid arrangements of the graduate ceremony. And thanks to the marvelous dinner for the honorary graduate yesterday, I'm able to remain sober and energetic today. The University of Exeter is one of the world's leading research intensive universities. I feel extremely proud of being a alumni of the Exeter. I believe this is not only an honor for myself, but an honor for Chinese Academy of Sciences that I represent. Thank you very much again for bestowing on me and us this great honor and recognition. Today, I'm delighted to meet so many young fellow graduates. You remind me of the Samuel Ormond's essay, Youth. Youth is not a time of life. It is a state of mind. It is the freshness of the deep spring of life. All these features of youth, full of imagination and vigor, coincide with the rules of the science. As a nanochemist, to me, the science is not only about the knowledge in books and data out of the experiments. It is also about the passion of curiosity, the courage of the doubt, and the guts of the imagination. Doing scientific research is not an easy course. More often than not, we face stagnation or even failure. At such times, science is about will of the persistence and the continuous pursuit of truth. My dear young fellows, as graduates from the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Physical Sciences, you must have laid solid foundations in your understanding of the law and the practice of the natural sciences. Nevertheless, I do hope you benefit more from the spirits of the youth and science. Taking this opportunity, I want to extend my sincere gratitude to the Professor Neil Gao for his kind arrangement, bringing me and the CAS with all of you here. The CAS is a Chinese Academy of Sciences. CAS is the largest and most comprehensive natural science research and high-tech development organization in China. As Neil just mentioned, that our academy comprising more than 100 research institutes and 3 universities. CAS 800 fellows, 70,000 research staff, and 60,000 graduate students build up a nationwide network of excellence for research and innovation. We are very proud that in the past 7 consecutive years, CAS has topped the Nature Index in terms of the high-quality publications. We are even proud that CAS not only converts funding into knowledge, but also converts knowledge into technologies and tangible products that support the social economic growth in the country. This is not achieved any single scientist, nor any single institution, but achieved through collective efforts. Cross-boundary collaborations have played a significant role. In my opinion, communication ignites enlightenment, and collaboration brings new opportunities. That is why I established the CAS President's International Fellowship Initiative, in short, we call it PIFI, to attract more foreign scientists to work in CAS. In 2017, a ceremony hosted by His Royal Highness, the Prince Andrew, Duke of York, was held at Buckingham Palace to make PIFI better known in UK. That's why I spent 6 years reshaping the World Academy of Sciences, in short we call it TWAS, for the advancement of science in developing countries. Countries with TWAS fellow representation have increased from 91 to 104 countries. Most proudly, CAS and TWAS have jointly trained more than 5,000 students and scholars for developing countries. That's why I recently initiated the Alliance of the International Science Organization, we call it ANSO, to catalyze global collaborations on science, technology, innovation, and capacity building to address the common challenges as illustrated in the UN SDGs. That's also why I'm here to bring to you the next generation scientists, engineers, and future leaders, a message that science and technology makes our life better, our society better, and our planet better. Thus, it is a career that was your pursuit. 5 years ago, when I was elected as a fellow and a foreign member of the Royal Society, I met Professor Nico Talbot on the Royal Society admission day, which started my linkage with Exeter. Today, I'm meeting you, my dear alumni, who are leaving Exeter to find a place mostly suitable for you. I trust this will be our linkage from now on. I welcome you to visit China a country of 5,000 years of history and a nation flourishing in the advancement of science and innovation. I also welcome you to study or work in CAS. When you are there, please don't forget you have alumnus serving as its president. Once again, thank you very much for this prestigious honor. University of Exeter is a trusted partner of CAS, and I sincerely wish our partnership a productive and long-lasting success. Thank you very much.
I now call upon Professor Paul Reynolds to present the second cohort of candidates for awards.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the College of Engineering, Mathematics and Physical Sciences, for the degree of Doctor of Engineering, Biniam Biruk Ashagray. Gregory Michael Mayers. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering, Konstantinos Kadoukakis. Jalil Eyada Quad. Chang Li. Penguan Liu. Ali Daham Nasser. Katia Piatkova. Konyapat Tomavichai. In Water Informatics Engineering, WISE CDT, Joshua Myrons. James Webber. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Civil and Environmental Engineering, Bradley John Baker. Georgina Elizabeth Casey. Ryan Saunders. Robert Jonathan Whitehorn. In Civil and Environmental Engineering with industrial experience, Sky Athena Carter. Philippa Stanley. In civil engineering, Benjamin James Blethyn. Ben Peter Cotterill. Alistair Charles Goodfellow. Dale Jenner. Ruby Grace Kessel. Charles Alexis John Pillieu. Michael Anthony Ryan. Alikan Tulbasov. Hilda Elizabeth Turnbull. Luke Andrew Warren. In civil engineering with industrial experience, Jamie Bradshaw. Jack Crundwell. Robert Wilson. In civil engineering with international study, Rafe Peter Hume Harvey Kelly. In electronic engineering, Oluwade Milwade Oluwafunlola Adetoro. Nicholas Brewer. Jeffrey Champion. Nicholas Daffern. Sally Hall. William Alexander James. Robin Matzner. In electronic engineering with industrial experience, Richard George Mantle. In electronic engineering with international study, Rena Almosaway. In engineering and management, Robert Ashby. William Rolfe George Beattie. Georgina Elizabeth Bird. Onkar Kedar Degvakar. Julian Gresham. Christine Montuori. Julia Risberg. In Engineering and Management with International Study, Luna Marie Francoise Joseph. In Materials Engineering, Aditya Nitin Menon. In Materials Engineering with International Study, Kaina Finch. In Mechanical Engineering, Atta Aganoglu. Jian Lun Ang. William Arthey. James Samuel Reeves Atwood. Guillermo Banerjee. Stephen Henry Beresford. Ralph Finnegan Burler. Robert Bristow. Angus Bruce. Richard Michael Butler. Paul Christopher Roy Cast. Thomas Chappell. David Edward James Kemp Collins. Miles Cook. Sam Courtier Dutton. Matthew John Crompton. Julio Alberto Gamba. Jeremy Charles Sebastian Garrett. Eduardo Eugenio Guarino. Douglas Edward Hardman. Rosalie Hyde. Chi Fung Ho. Stuart David Eiley. Simba JJ. James Kirkup. Samuel Leahy. John Leung. Jack Luca. Jack Lynch. Frederick Mander. Oliver Mayer. Edward Miles. James Edward Mullins. Tochi Oramasionwu. Rushikesh Pandya. Michael Parrott. Ian Payne. Matthew Potts. Matthew Price. BJ Poon. Robert Teft Skipworth. Shaya Solanki. Matthew Thomas Stark. Mohammed Hassan Sukar. Benjamin George Sykes. Jake Alexander Thompson. Fernley Kate Timpson. James Vaughan. Thomas Wall. David Williams. Edward Williams. Matthew James Williams. David Charles Christopher Harmon Wills. Elliot James Wood. Arthur Wright. Matthew Yates. In mechanical engineering with industrial experience, Thomas James Atwell. Maurice De Vries. Lisa Hocking. Catherine Leach. Jack David Reynolds. In Mechanical Engineering with International Study, James Darby. Rhys Davis. Albert Grayling Kingsley. Ellis Lee. Harry Mackay. Philippine Kateri Constance Centenac. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil and Environmental Engineering with Industrial Experience, Rachel Mary Hobson. In Civil Engineering, Osman Batukan Bagibun. Chi Chung Chung. George Flagg. Benjamin Joseph Footit. George Peter John Gould. Miles Holland. Alexandra Natasha Hamilton Lockyer. Chi Yu Look. Ian Andrew Manzi. Elena Fedora Marley. Marcus Marriott. Benjamin File. Vijay Ramalingam. Janome Rao. Todd William Richardson. Man To Tai. Bidan Tamang Banjam. Chloe Thomas. Jack Ezra Trista. Joey He Wen Wee. Chung Yin Yu. In Electronic Engineering, Yolanda Graciela. Siu Lam Louis. Alistair James Malcolm. Joshua Philip Steeds. Duncan John Taylor. James Wayshak. Samuel Winchcombe. In Engineering and Management, Chen Zheng Rei. Rebecca Etain Dunnett. Simeon Jovanovic. Aya Marwan Azmi Gaif. Daniel Healy. Emma Rachel Yokovsky. Crystal Cantor Rogers. Kristen Gentoff Stooge. Tudor Andre Turdian. Emma Jane Williams. In Materials Engineering, Stephen Sharp. In Mechanical Engineering, James Barton. Floris Jan Bugard. Joseph Chan. John Simon Crowther. Javan Nathaniel Davis. James Fennell. Jacob Hugh Fortescue. Matthew Gibbon. Zachary Giles. Mohab Mohammed Shorki Imam Hassanain. Anna Holcomb. Wei Lai Lee. Joseph Martin. Zayad Salah Mustafa Mohammed. Natalie Louise Monaghan. Louisa Bridget Pattison. Andrew Victor Kilian Prouvost. Fred Rose. Ananya Saraf. Maria Silva Cavacu Aguiar Pedro. Oliver Luke Smith. Pak Hei So. Henrique Krog Stabel. Mohammed Usman. Andriy Vashavsky. Alexander William Watson. Maximilian Peter Zimmer.
Not all our graduates can be here today. Some are travelling, some are in employment already, in job experience. Some still haven't mastered the alarm clock. But whatever the reason, they get their degrees, and we honour them now by granting their degrees to them in absentia. Congratulations to them.
I now call upon Warren Bingham Roberts of the Students' Guild to give the student vote of thanks.
Good morning, Exeter graduates, families and friends. I must say it's an honour that on behalf of the Students' Guild, I'm able to address you all as such for the first time. We'll soon let you go so you can go and celebrate, but before we do, I'd like to thank you all and congratulate you all once more for the incredible hard work and achievements that you've been awarded for today. The all-nighters, the revision, the coursework and exams, it was all worth it and makes us all extremely proud to be a part of Exeter's vibrant learning community, as you should be of yourselves. For most of you, this will be the first time you're graduating. For others, you may have done so before, because one degree just wasn't enough. Wherever you are in your academic journey, it's an absolute privilege to see you walk across this stage and realise your success. We're glad you chose Exeter, and I hope you are too. The diverse range of experiences that you bring and have during your time here are what make it so great, and I'm sure that each and every one of you has made your own special, unique contribution to the city and university that we love. Your time here will have introduced you to so many opportunities, be it volunteering, societies, sports. It's an environment like no other, a wonderful little bubble of chaos, with highs and lows in equal measure. It really is that combination of the good, the bad, and the unpredictable that has transformed you, that's helped shape and empower you to become the determined, passionate, and resilient individuals that you are today. From finances and assessments to hills and hangovers, you have all overcome your own challenges during your time here, and for that alone, you should be so proud as you sit here together in this moment. It's also important at this point to recognise the contribution, patience, and support provided by friends, family, and loved ones in the rollercoaster that is university. Without you, getting to this point would have been so much harder. Thank you for the time you've put in throughout the entire process. I speak from experience when I say these support networks are crucial in both the good times and the bad. But, graduates, remember that above all, today is about you. A day to reflect and a day to celebrate. Celebrate your academic success, but also reflect on all the rest and the memories that will accompany you for the rest of your lives. Think about the day you arrived, your first lecture, the laughs, the tears, the one too many drinks. Think about the impact you've had on the campus and the local community, the relationships you've established with all kinds of people. Think about how different your life would be had you not set foot in Exeter, studied that particular course, or met that particular person. Rejoice in everything you have learned and the people you have become, and know that we would not have it any other way. So, what's next? Well, in a room full of engineers and physicists, hopefully one of you will help us get to Mars at some point in the future, or failing that, support Exeter in its declaration of the climate emergency by driving the next generation of work in environmental sustainability. Whether you become the next Elon Musk or not, one thing is certain: our students and graduates are the best in the world, and Exeter is probably the best university in the world. So, what is next? Whatever you set your mind to, you're the critical thinkers and problem solvers of tomorrow, and a constant source of inspiration for those around you. Remember, as you leave this hall today, that making a difference is possible, and you are absolutely the ones capable of doing it. So go and do it. Enjoy your celebrations, keep Exeter in your hearts, and best of luck with whatever the future holds. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Warren. You personally and the Students' Guild and the Athletics Association make a tremendous contribution to the sense of community here at Exeter University. Many of our young students come to university as the first time away from home, in some cases the first time away from their home country, and that brings with it challenges. Indeed, young people probably face as many challenges now as any generation in the past, and the Students' Guild plays a remarkable role in support and providing a sense of broader fulfillment to those who come here to study and conduct research. I'd also like to take the opportunity to say thank you to the people of Exeter. We are, in proportionate terms, quite a large university for a medium-sized city, and that carries with it advantages. Having a university in your town is one of the greatest ways in which a local community can enhance economic prosperity, but it also brings some disadvantages in terms of late noise and students going home rather the worse for wear. But we're very grateful to Exeter for the welcome they give us. I'm grateful to our professional services people, 2,500, led by Mike Shaw and I, who make this place work. It's a small town, and there are huge challenges in terms of operational efficiency, and generally speaking, it works, as is clear from the feedback we get from students. And then I'd also like to thank our academics. One of the privileges of standing here meeting these extraordinary young people is to see the looks that go between them and the academics, and most of those looks are ones of thanks and appreciation. Occasionally there's a little look that says, "You didn't think you were going to see me here, did you?" Well, I did it, and well done. It's customary at this point for the Chancellor to give a hugely uplifting speech. I'm not going to do that because actually it's quite clear. One, I hope parents and partners and friends here can sense what a generally happy place this is and what a great thrill we all have of being part of this university. You've done very well. You're on the threshold now of the next phase of your life. Unfortunately, the Vice-Chancellor has put the kibosh on something by saying that 95% of you will be in full-time employment within 6 months of graduation. There goes the trip to Bali and Southeast Asia. Well done. Whatever you do next, pursue happiness. That may sound selfish, but actually true happiness comes with fulfillment and a sense of purpose, that you're using your talents and skills to further your own abilities to the wider benefit of society. True happiness and fulfillment, I think, requires a sense of spiritual awareness of where you sit in terms of a wider constellation. True happiness almost certainly involves some fulfillment in your careers, in whatever line you choose to take yourself next. And true happiness comes from being part of something. And I hope that something continues to be the university. We've taught you to the best of human knowledge at the moment, but in 10 or 15 or 20 years' time, we will have moved on. And so stay in contact with learning, stay in contact with the university. Recognize that the Alumni Association can be of real benefit to you wherever you are in the world in terms of being able to network with people. And also, true happiness and fulfillment comes from an enriched personal relationship. I wish you all well in that respect as well. It's been wonderful to have you here at Exeter. Thank you very much for choosing to study at this remarkable institution. We wish you a bright and brilliant day and future. With that, I declare congregation closed. Thank you very much.